Hello gamers, it's Suffocating99 and today, look, our puppy has grown up into a dog, so we now have a full grown pug instead of a little puppy. Oh, it's so cute. You hear him licking the water. Oh, I'm glad we rescued him. I think that's kind of sweet, and I didn't remember spotting the pug in the Morgan tab as well, so that's hopefully the Morgan tab will have a pug at some point in case people did turn him down. But I'm glad that we kept him, and it didn't take him very long to grow up. We've only had him for a couple of assignments and now he's full grown, so it doesn't take the pets too long to grow up. And look, he's very happy playing with his ball. I still haven't figured out the tug rope thing though. But he can play with the balls and he can play fetch with us, and he's happy doing his food and drink. Oh no, he's too tired to play. Why are you going to sleep there? There's a mat right next to you so you'd be more comfy. Oh no, it wasn't a proper mat. Oh okay. He did say he's a bit lazy though, didn't it, in his personality trait? So one fetch and then he needs a little nap. Look, yeah, lazy, affable, stubborn and dirty. So he has a tendency to get dirty quickly, and he's lazy and stubborn, but he is friendly. So he's only got one really good trait, hasn't he, our puppy? But he seems fairly happy at the moment. But yeah, I can't figure out this tug of war thing yet, and now he's grown up. I wondered if it was only worked with the bigger pets. But now he's grown up, I still can't get him to do the tug thing. Maybe that's because he's one of the lazier types of dog. His personality is a little bit lazy. We'll have to wait and see with one of the other dogs later on, I think. But they're just so cute, look. But yeah, I don't think there was a pug on this list when I looked the first time, so we did go through all of this anyway. So that's where you go to adopt your pets. You go to Morgan's Pet Care tab. But I think what we should do is go on to the Pet Flipper and do the next assignment. So this will be the fourth assignment that we've done, isn't it? So we did that one there in the last one where they'd had the explosion. So I think it's this one here on the lake will be number 4. So there's like a fire circle camp place just in front of it. So more freedom. Frida is considered a writing prodigy. After just a couple of months of hard work, she published her first book. Oh wow, that was quick. And it turned out to be an instant success. Unfortunately, a rapid rise up the ladder as a writer turned out to be quite a stressful situation for an introvert like her. Now, she desperately needs a place where she and her lovely iguana can find more peace. I think on the side of the lake like that could be a beautiful place to start out. Oh look, it's kind of on stilts with a deck right out over the water. That looks cute, but it also looks like somebody's been around tagging the place and making a mess of it, so we're going to have to do a good clean up on that, aren't we? Probably revamp the deck area. But yeah, that looks like an absolutely gorgeous location for her. She got burned out. And an introvert needs a nice location to recharge in, doesn't she? Oh, so we can be adding a sauna. Oh, she's a painter too. Oh, so her iguana's called Bo. More freedom. So yes, an introvert does need time away from people in order to recharge their batteries, whereas an extrovert gets recharged by spending time with people. So the two need to make sure that they have what they need to be happy. So there's the fire pit area. So that looks like it's kind of a place for people to stop and eat while they're hiking and stuff. So she's not completely cut off from the world. So we need to clean up the weeds and things. So probably the easiest way to do that is just to get out a mower and cut everything. Got those beautiful butterflies around again. Definitely going to have a good clean here. People have been wandering into this area, haven't they, and using the deck because it's on the waterfront. Oops, I fell in. I know. Oh, is there a way out? Yeah, there's a little beach. Can we climb back out? Right, so the deck doesn't have a fence on it, so it's really easy to fall off, but luckily there's only a quick, easy way back up. So, yeah, do be careful with that. Mind your footing. Oh, we don't have the spray, so we'll have to use the mop to clean our deck area. There's a bit of moss there on the side of the house as well. Oh look, the windows need a good clean as well. Oh, can we do them from the outside? Oh, I didn't realise we could do the windows from the outside. Is that new, or is that just because I haven't looked from the outside before? Because I usually do the windows from the inside, because I thought you had to do them from the inside. But that's interesting that we can do these from the outside. So it's kind of a little notch at the end of the deck area, look there, where the building goes back. So there's lots of interesting changes in where the walls are on this particular cabin, and it really is a cabin. Look, it's a proper wooden cabin built on stilts out over the water there. So I had to jump up a little bit there to be able to reach all of that marked tagging and stuff on the graffiti tagging on the top of the building. Yeah, it looks like people have been getting into the house area to use the deck, so it looks like the house has been empty for a little while, so we might have a lot of work to do. Hopefully they didn't get inside, and the stuff on the outside is being fairly easy for us to clean up, so we should have a bit of fun with this house and see where we go from here. So it's Frida and her iguana beau who are going to be living in here, so we're going to need a big terrarium for Beau somewhere in the house, and Frida would like a sauna. I wonder if Beau's going to be in the sauna with her. That would probably be quite a nice environment for an iguana, wouldn't it? With things like iguanas, you have to be very careful with their tails, don't you? Because they can get problems with their tails. And sometimes they can lose their tails if they're not taken proper care of, so you have to be very careful with them. Not an animal I have personal experience with, but I've heard that can be the big problem, is making sure the tails are taken proper care of. And you've got to be very careful about humidity and temperature and things for them to be happy. Right then, so we're doing quite well with the clean up here. And there's lots and lots of big open windows, look, so it's probably going to have the writing desk facing one of the windows, and she said she also painted, so we're going to want easels probably near some of these big open windows for her to be able to take in the beautiful water views, and then she can sit on the patio and listen to the water lapping against the shoreline and just relax and enjoy. It'd be a really, really super place to live in summer, but depending on what the weather's like in winter, it could be a little cold, couldn't it, with all that water? It will absorb the cold, won't it? And it might not be the best place to live in winter, but in summer it'd be absolutely gorgeous. And it really is a proper wooden cabin, look, because the roof is solid tree trunks, look, so proper wooden cabin. Oh, I think the front door is open, so maybe the trespassers could have got inside. That's a shame. But I think we'll concentrate on the outside for now, and we'll try and be a little bit systematic about taking care of the house. Oh look, we've got like a storm cellar. Right, so we're doing quite well on the cleaning the dirt. We're at 85% already, and we've just been pottering around. More big beautiful windows. Is this a little room off the side? Yeah. This could make a nice art studio or writing place or something like that, couldn't it? And then behind it is the big main living area, isn't it? So that kind of makes sense. This could be like the office and old painting studio. And then main room. And then there's a front section as well. Probably have the bedroom near the front because it's not got the views. There we go. It's the last of the windows on this side. Got cobwebs and lots of dirt and stuff inside. The walls have not been tagged inside by the looks of it, so maybe it's not too bad inside, just to get rid of a little of the old junk from the previous owners, and then we might be done. On the inside, fairly simple, hopefully. Alright, how are we doing? 89%, so I've missed some dirt somewhere. Right, let's get these windows cleaned. I think this might be the last set of the big windows. Again, great views out over the lake with these. And then we'll see what... we can either go inside or we can start cutting grass. There we go. These beautiful windows done. So these are nice new windows as well, aren't they? I'm assuming that they're available for us to purchase for ourselves as well. So if you've got a great view in the countryside and stuff, especially getting lots of great views in these houses that we're getting for these assignments, which I'm sure we're going to be able to buy later and reflip for ourselves for our own purposes. So it's going to be really cool to be able to put these great big windows and stuff in, isn't it? Oh, it wants us to sell the basement entrance as well. Alright, so just double checking that we've cleaned all of the windows and not missed any of the cleaning on the patio. Oh no, we missed some of the windows. See, always worth checking because it's very easy to miss one or two, though we can also double check from the inside, but always best to check just to make sure you don't miss things. Better safe than sorry. Better to spend a little bit of time checking. There we go, and then it's the last one of this one. And we've got these big patio doors there, look to just to the side out onto the patio from the main open plan living area. That was like an interesting shaped room, that one. Oh no, we missed another one. Look. See, I thought I'd done them all and I missed loads of windows because it's got all these little nooks and changes in direction for the build itself. So, and I've tucked windows in a lot of them, which I really like. Yes, we definitely did all of these. Beautiful. Right, so there's the patio and everything clean. So now we're looking for that last little bit of dirt that we... Oh, look at that. Oh, look, a great big willow tree. Oh, that's cool. That's a huge lake, and there's just one house. Yeah, so that from the map we saw that there were really only two houses on the lake, and we can see the second one. There's a little house all the way over there. And then pretty much, apart from that, we're fairly alone, look. There's a little bridge over that direction, look. Yeah, so let's mow the lawn and everything, and that will get rid of all the weeds, hopefully. So we don't have to, go around and pick them up by hand. So it's much simpler if we mow everything. And I hit the edge of the either the fence or the deck, and that just discontinued the lawnmower. So do be careful with that. But those thistly things are very, very tall in this garden. So yeah, that holds with the idea that the house has been empty for quite a while. So it's nice to be bringing life back to the area, isn't it? Like getting new people in and making everything beautiful and livable and making the most of it all. Sometimes it's a bit hard to go in a straight line, and if you get the line wrong once, then you're constantly jiggling the mower around a bit to try and catch all the little weavy bits that you got in your first row. It's probably better to just set it in a straight line and just go for it, isn't it? And then you won't be doing the correct all the time. But yeah, try and do long strips of mowing rather than lots of little ones. Because we can always come back for the bits we missed and stuff, can't we? Anyway, right, so we're already at 30% with the weeds, and we're doing very well. If we just mow it all, it'll be simple, won't it? And then we might want to take the what do you call it? The hose pipe onto the paths, in case that might be where the last little bit of dirt is. Maybe there's a little bit on some of the paths from people walking in and out of the lake and stuff like that. Right, so let's try not to discontinue the mower when we touch the... Oh yeah, I've just touched the deck, look, and that discontinued the mower, so that is exactly what's happening. It's what I thought was happening, and it definitely is. So let's get the mower back down and continue. Right, where am I going with the mower? Right, we want to make sure we don't touch the deck, right? Because that will discontinue it. So let's clean up this last little bit on this side of the path here. We might have to use the strimmer on the little sections right next to the house and the deck if we keep getting taken off the mower. Let's see if we can sneak in. We just can't quite get that very end little bit, but we've got most of it. Oh, that was a lot easier than I expected, actually. Thought there might be a little problem with that, but we did it. We did most of it right. I like the path being a little bit curved. With the way the patio slabs and things work and the gravel and stuff, it's kind of hard to lay in paths like that yourself. Very, very fiddly to make it work. And with laying grass and turf and stuff, it has to be done like in rolls, so that to get those curves for us personally is really difficult. But I really like that curvy path, and that would be awesome if we could like lay curvy paths in over the... I mean, you'd have to put the grass down first and then be able to lay the path over the top, but that could be a really cool addition later on for curvy paths, because at the moment I think the only way really to do curvy paths is to leave gaps between slabs, or to use the little stepping stones and try and make snaky curvy paths that way. I mean, that can work perfectly fine, but it doesn't fit all garden types. It's good for a cottagey garden or a traditional garden, but it doesn't fit with like more abstract designs and more modern designs. So there we go. For some more of my ramblings while we're busy mowing. Right, so we've done half of the garden then, I think, and we're at what, 49% with removing the weeds. So I'm not particularly seeing a lot of dirt on the path. So what we'll have to do once we've cut the grass is probably walk around the edge of the house again and check on the little mini map to see if it's noting that there's any dirt patches and things that we will need to pick up. And I think it also said it wanted us to sell the storm cellar basement access doors, didn't it? So I wonder if it counts those. I don't think they'd count that as dirt though, would it? That's a sellable item, not dirt, so obviously we missed something for the dirt, so hopefully that's just a patch of dirt on one of the sides of the walls that I just missed somewhere that will add up to the final number that we needed. Right, so let's run down the edge of the build here and see. Yeah, so it's like got a little ladder access by the looks of it inside. I wonder if that's something that we could start adding to houses ourselves. Can we add like the little basement door, and will that add the ladder in for us? That's something else to test out once we start doing our own builds. So let's try and be systematic to go up and down in strips to finish off cleaning up this front garden, get rid of all the grass, get rid of all the weeds. There's a big clump of the weeds over here, look, just right here and further down. But yeah, once we've cut all the grass, hopefully that gets rid of all of the weeds for us. And maybe we'll be able to spot the other 11% of the dirt. Once we've done that. So we are getting there. And even though the mowing's been sped up a lot and it's a lot simpler, it still takes ages to do these plots of land. But looking at this plot of land that we've got here, this one's big enough to do for the people who really want a nice garden to sink their teeth into. Because the patio's right on the edge of the lake at the back, you've got these great views. You could create some great like outdoor areas to enjoy the view, and then you've got this big front garden that you could spend a lot of time landscaping and making into a gorgeous showpiece. So this could be one of the houses for the building enthusiasts for your gardens, so that could be a good one for that, I think. Landscaping and having fun with. There's such a big open area in this front section, and then with that nice snaky path, I think that that could be a lot of fun for garden design. I'm not the best of people with the garden stuff. I've had a few potters around with it, but I find some of the placement of things really difficult, and I struggle sometimes to visualise what I can actually do with some of the pieces. But I've seen some absolutely gorgeous garden designs by other people, and I'd love to see what people do with this front garden. I think it's got great potential there, I think. And we'll probably have another go at doing some of the garden stuff ourselves at some point with the houses that we've got here. I prefer the indoor stuff to the outdoor stuff, but this one definitely calls for a wonderful garden, doesn't it? Right, so did we get all the grass? I think we've pretty much got all that. We're still missing 2% of weeds and 11% of dirt. So what we'll have to do is see where we might have missed. Right, is that just a shadow on the roof, or could that potentially be a bit of dirt? It might be a shadow from the trees, actually. I think that's just a shadow from the trees, because that's not cleaning anything. Okay, it's worth a try though, because we are 11% of dirt still somewhere. And also the next thing I thought was the paths. Do the paths need... Does the path have anything on it? So let's have a quick look at the path. No, as I said, when we got close to it, I didn't actually notice anything on the path itself. Right, so let's follow the house around and look for potential markers, and we'll just clean off the rest of the path here. Look. Oh, we're on the deck again. There's definitely something here, look. There's some black markers. Not sure if that counts for the house though, because it's on the terrace area, look. Oh, that was on the roof. Ah, that's on the roof, the overhang of the roof section. Okay, well, we definitely still need to clean that up, but this is classed as terrace, not house, I think. Not as garden, sorry. See, I'm saying all the wrong things today, oh dear. I'm not sure I slept as well as maybe I should have. Right, let's have a look around. So there might be a little bit of a black mark up here. So that mark's gone now. Just double check as we go around. Oh, hang on, we've done it. That was it. That was a black mark on the little back section of the house right next to the lake. So it was the bit that was tucked in. Right, so we need to sell this basement a entrance. Right, so that's done. And it doesn't want us to replace it with anything by the looks of it. Right, so the garden's saying it's done now. Okay, that's good. Right, so we definitely need to replace that door because that's broken, so that's going to have to be replaced. Oh! I've got no door! I can't get back out of the house! Oh wait, there's a patio door. Oh dear, that's so funny. Right, okay. We're definitely going to need to put a new front door in, but let's have a bit of a clean up, shall we? Let's get rid of all the junk and garbage out of the house and then see what we're actually working with. Sometimes it's very, very hard to see the potential of a place when it's full of garbage, but I think that this should help us to see what we're working with. Yeah, looking better already, look. Quick flip through with the junk cellar and a quick flip through with the broom. That is a huge, beautiful, that open plan living space. Look at that view. Yeah, we knew that view was going to be the major selling point for the property, didn't we? Shocked that the place was left empty. because of that view alone should sell it, shouldn't it? Right, quick clean up. Yeah, this definitely screams office or painting space, doesn't it? Definitely painting studio. Depends whether she wants a separate painting studio, an office, or a combined one. And then this is the open plan living space. There's plenty of space in here for her iguana as well, isn't there? Because it's such a big space. And then there's the access to the deck. You can see the deck there, look. Oh, nice big alcove here. That could be interesting. Wonder if the iguana will fit. Oh, yeah, and then this is where your kitchen's going to be, because we've got tiling. Yeah, definitely meant to be a big open plan living space, isn't it? And then that's your corridor for your main door. So we're going to have a big door in here. And then, oh, there's a downstairs. Oh, with it overhanging. I wasn't actually expecting a downstairs. I was thinking it was going to be a one level building. But then, yeah, there was actually the storm cellar access, so there's definitely some sort of basement, isn't there? I wonder how big it is down there. Because we're out next to the water, so you'd have to be very careful about building into the ground, wouldn't you? Because you need sealing against water with the lake that close to it. A big basement this close. Ooh, I'm not sure. Mind you, the deck is raised above the water, so maybe it's not as low down as the water level, but yeah, that could be a potentially dangerous basement, couldn't it? Oh, it's quite big. Wait, is this basement as big as the house upstairs? Wow. Was not expecting that at all. Really wasn't expecting that. This is a very surprising property. Very surprising. Totally unexpected this. I was expecting it to be a small basement that maybe we could just fit her sauna that she was talking about in. I was just expecting it to be, with the storm doors, I was just expecting it to be just a small storm cellar for protection in case of tornadoes and things, not a great big huge usable space like this. Oh gosh, there's a lot you could probably do down here, isn't there? This could be a great animal room, couldn't it, if you're planning to keep a lot of pets. You could turn it into an entertainment room, kids' playroom, man cave, all sorts of stuff. Oh, it's huge, look. It's not just this section either, there's another room off the side of it. Look at that, that's quite big. Oh, that little door there, was that where the storm cellar door was? Yeah, see, so I was expecting it to be much smaller, maybe as big as this room as in total. I was just kind of expecting that, like, storm cellar sort of area. Yeah, because that's where the access point was then there, isn't it? Ooh. Right, so let's keep cleaning everything up. We'll make sure that the whole house is cleaned. And then we'll probably go back up to the main door, try and get the main door in, and see what we can get done. Maybe we'll start with the main door and the little passageway, entrance hall area, corridor area, and then see where we're at. Oh, look at this! We've got. Oh, we're turning this into multiple rooms down here, aren't we? Yeah, so that was definitely where we had the ladder access to the storm doors above. Look, 'cause there's that little square. We could see the little square from above before we removed the doors. Maybe I should have gone through it before I removed it so we could actually see exactly what it looked like. But yeah, we're making like 1, 2, 3, 4 rooms. We're going to make like 4 little rooms and then a passageway out up there all at once. Wow. Right, we haven't been through here. This must be bathroom? Yeah. Oh, that's a mess. That definitely needs a refurb. That is a mess. Okie doke. Right, so we are basically starting with a completely blank canvas for this house. We have to do absolutely everything. But it's a really beautiful wood cabin in an absolutely gorgeous location, and it's got a great big front garden that's lovely, and then we've got this great views over the lake. I can potentially see a lot of people moving their office to this building because it's gorgeous. Just for the views alone. Imagine having your office in that room there. Then you've got that great view out over the lake. Look. Oh, maybe we should work on the deck actually, so that we finished outside. Look at that view. I can't get over how beautiful that looks. Yeah, I think we finished the outside, so I think maybe we work on this deck area. I really need to remember to put in a front door as well. Because we removed the front door because it was broken. So we'll definitely need to add another one. Right, so let's do the terrace. Let's finish outside. So she would like the pumice dark wood panels for her terrace. So if we go right in the corner and we do it in sections to where the house changes shape, that's probably going to be the simplest way to resurface the deck. And then this darker wood kind of matches the edge strip on the deck, doesn't it? And then we can go all the way to the end here, and then there's a little alcove just here to do as well. Good, we didn't miss that. That is a really nice looking deck, isn't it? I like that colour. It's sort of a red mahogany, red oak, not quite as bright as cherry. Right, so pumice dark wood, so it doesn't actually say what sort of wood it is. Right, so we want a nice terrace sofa. I think those colours are a little bit too pale, so I think we'll adjust it a little bit. Do I try and match it a bit towards the wood colour, so it's a little darker? Maybe the darker, richer, almost chocolatey brown. And then the cushions, I've got quite a nice selection of colours, look. I'm just going to flick through them all so you can see the different. Ooh, candlelight blue. That one a slightly paler brown or a grey, if you're going to go for blue. There's quite a lot of potentially nice choices here. The question is, what should we go for? Should we go for blue because we're right next to the lake, or should we go for green because we've got all this foliage, or should we go for the flowery like the monstera leaf things? Oh, you can use cow designs. Oh, there's a lot of choices I like on this. So the Dolcezza terrace sofa. It's got some gorgeous choices of colours, look. And you can mix and match to your heart's content. Do you know what? I really like that monstera leaf pattern. So this way we're bringing in the leaf pattern for the trees around the area. We've got the blue to reflect the water. And then I think I like the grey because it kind of matches the rock. And it's a contrast to all the wood of the house and the deck and everything. So I think we've got our colour palette for the things that are going to go on the deck. Oh, the I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Caxel hanging chair. That is actually a gorgeous chair. I've used that a couple of times in... Actually, is that the same chair that we had before? Is this a new one? This is a new one, isn't it? We have had a hanging chair before. I have used in a number of gardens, but I think this one's a smaller one, isn't it, than the one we had before? So we're going to go for the grey wood on the basket seat, and then we're going to go for the blue cushion, and then we want the monstera leaf with the white background on the pillows. And I'm not quite sure what colour we're going to go for the throw on this one. Could go for the monstera leaves again, or we could go for a grey pattern, or we could even go for a blue, though that matches the seat cushion, so I'm not sure about that. Kind of like the stripy grey one. Maybe if we took that in this corner, so you're kind of in the shade. I mean, you could put it out on the deck, but I'm not sure. I think I kind of fancy it in this corner if I can like rotate it, but they also want a table and chairs, so that corner there could also be a good spot for table and chairs, because you could put the table into the corner and put the chairs around it. Mind you, you want 4 chairs, so you actually want the table not to be tucked into a corner, don't you? That's a lot of furniture actually for the deck, though I do get that the deck is a big feature for the house, but maybe there's a lot of furniture to be going on there. Right, so we want the grey wood, and then blue for the blankie, and the monstera leaf for the cushion. And I think we definitely want these out on the deck, so we could put them out here on this corner, but I'm thinking that that's going to be the best place for the table, because I don't really want to block the patio door, so this might be the better spot for the tables. I'm also tempted for it for the sun chairs, but I think what we'll do is we'll put the sun chairs here and then the table on the corner, so you've got lots of different choices of how you want to utilise the space, and you utilise different sections of it during the day, depending on what your needs are. And if you have a friends over or a business meeting with your agent or something, coffee and a table overlooking the water would probably be a really nice way to do that. Yeah, these are the monstera cushions on here. We can't use all three colours, but so I think we'll use the leaf pattern, not the plain blue. I just think that looks nicer. I like the little heart cut out in the top back of the chairs. Very pretty. Oops, can't really place that one properly. There we go. So that's all the big pieces of furniture. So we've got lots of like different light things, haven't we? How does that look? Yeah, I quite like that actually. We've got lots of different utilisation pieces, but they all actually fit okay. So, light switch. Tempted to add a bit of grey because we've got this grey furniture, and I think I don't really like the black. I think it's too dark. Maybe we go for the wooden light switch with the grey centre for this house. It's a combination I've never used, so let's try that, shall we? Where shall we put the... Let's put the light switch just to the side of the door here, so it's easy to find. Then we want 3 of these Griel's wicker ceiling lamps. We're going to go light grey, and I think we're going to put these here near the... no, there's no way to hang those over there, so I think they need to go along here near the patio door. So do we put all 3 there, or do we put one down the side here? Yeah, I think we do, so that you can see when you coming down the side of the house. So we've got 2 near the back door and then 1 on the side. Yeah, that looks good. Then we have pixel wall lamp, so that will go on the actual deck side where the sofa is, won't it? Because you can't put hanging lights out there. So yes, I think the grey and then the metal, sort of silverish metal, which makes it match our grey colour scheme. So we'll put 1 at either end of the deck there for that to light up, and then 1 here in this little alcove section. I think that's probably a good spot for all of those. Yeah, I think that's the best place for those. Then we've got 1 little plant. Let's put it in a little light grey pot, and we'll put that on the table. There's just a little tiny aloe type, cactusy type succulent plant. Ooh, lanterns, yes. So if you want flickery candlelight just for atmosphere in the evenings, then we'll have these like hurricane candlelight things. So I think what we'll do is put 1 at each end, maybe. So that's for if you want just some atmospheric mood lighting instead of the bright electric lights in the evening. Hope you've enjoyed today's episode. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. From Soft Kitty 99, goodbye and happy game!